As we do that, let's get my YouTube channel started. I'm going to share with you all some of this Nino Brown 1111, breaking down 1111 and 444 and 222 as you all come in. And also, YouTube, I got nothing but love for you, right? But I'm reaching out to TikTok. I really like that platform as well. So I may be looking back and forth. I'm live on TikTok right now. No, do not answer call. I got it. Okay, thank you. I had to talk to my phone and tell it not to answer that phone call that I had coming in. So let's get started. Whoa, so much to talk about today. So any digital love on TikTok that you all show, I greatly in advance
So much
appreciate
to talk
it.
about today.
Oh, that's my echo. Let me play this. What's up, who, me or YouTube? Yeah, you. Thanks for tuning in. Let this play. Let me get started. Let's see. TikTok tips for going live. Let me see what this is. Tips for going live. Okay. One thing about TikTok, I don't think I can do is save the live stream, right? So let's talk about this. What's going on? Let me get my focus back on YouTube. Y'all give me an opportunity to let my platform. Hello, if you're tuning in. Hello, Allison. Hello, Lee. Hello, Lee Brown. Thank you for the hearts and the digital love. TikTok, let me know if you can hear me well. Let me know how the sound is coming across on TikTok. This is 222. Bobbing your head, making some new choices in your life. A new cycle of change. Now replace the bitterness in your heart. Hello. This is 1111 from Mr. Nino Brown. Bring you peace instead of drama. Y'all let me know how the sound is on our platform. 444 everywhere you go. The angels of God are with you. Okay, thank you, TikTok. TikTok has some type of gift or something for me that came across that. Weapons will be formed, but they will not prosper. Every time you see 444, it means God see you on the right path, right? He's walking with you. When you see the time, it means 5:55. It means grace, mercy. Y'all hit that like button, share, show some digital love. 5:55. End it your suffering and your pain. Okay? When you see the numbers 1111, 1111, it means your goals and dreams are manifested. You see 1111 is not by mistake, it's on purpose. And God sees the purpose in your life. And God is aligning you with the universe. God is aligning you with the things you're asking for. When you see 1111, know He's about to deliver on His promises. Give God our praise for 1111. New beginnings. upon you. Mercy be upon you. Justice be upon you. God be upon you. The angels are around you and they battling your battles. God protecting you with his mighty sword and armor. And all you got to do is understand that you ain't seeing these numbers by mistake. Oh, ain't nothing fake. God about to put food on your plate. 11:11. All right, there we go. So that's our intro. Let me know when that ends. Just give you all something to listen to and to meditate on. So when that ends, we're going right into the live stream, right? Used to do a lot of numbers breakdown when I got super chats, and the super chat stopped coming, so the number reading stopped coming, right? In order to receive, you must give. That's the order of operation in the universal law. Or you must seek, right? You must seek on your own. But when questioning or asking a mentor for something, in order to receive, you must be a giver. The Bible, someone, Mr. J says 333. I didn't come live to really talk about numbers, but I go with the flow. Uh, the Bible tells you and to ask, seek, and knock. 333. So I will share this with you. The ask, seek, and knock. Ask and it shall be given. Right? That's Matthew 7:7, the double seven. The Bible speaks in codes. The Bible is a book of codes and secrets, and it is often spoken through numbers um, and mysteries and metaphors, right? Hidden um, esoteric secrets. And so the three phases: ask, and it shall be given. And early on in our spiritual walk, you'll notice that you'll ask some things, and the infinite spirit, infinite God, would open up the ways of the universe. But as you mature, right, through life, and they show you this model, even in the school system, right? You got elementary, you have the junior high school, the middle stage, middle school, and then you have high school. And then the fourth stage elevation is the educational institution structure is college and university. You don't approach college and university like you do elementary school, right? You learn the very basics and foundation. So you learn to ask. And then you learn to um, then knock. This is a more aggressive approach to life, right? A more aggressive approach that everything won't be given to you in your lap just because you're asking. I say it this way, that if you want to, for example, quote progressive affirmations, it's not going to work with passive actions, right? Some people say the most powerful affirmations by powerful people, but it's not producing, right? That's the PPP. People say powerful information or affirmations, right? Through powerful people, but it's not producing anything because they take passive actions. I need somebody to be a note taker and put that in the comments, right? People say, for example, sometimes that I'm their mentor, but they don't give anything to me. I'm not connected to them in business, in any type of way. So I'm not your mentor, right? Because you're not a mentee. It's not because I don't want to be. It's because you listen to me. It's a difference between a person that listens and a person that carries out instructions, right? And a person that's connected with you and doing business and doing the things that you're doing, hands on, not from the sideline cheering and say, hey, um, I come in and Queen call my name at the beginning. Just, hey, I do that because you're the first person in, right? Not because you're my business partner, not because you're connected to me. And that's fine. But the rule of life is find you a mentor, find you someone who is going or being where you want to go. And that requires an investment. That requires an investment. So now we have the knocking. Knocking is more forceful than your first phase of just asking, right? After a while, the universe will require more than you're asking. But asking is the first step. And it's the first steps, right? Because in order to ask, you have to make a verbal affirmation to the universe. And sometimes that verbal affirmation is just you hearing what you want subconsciously. So ask, then knock. And then the third phase is seek. So if you want to know something, right, the Bible says money answers all things. The phase of seeking means I have a monetary gift to give you behind it. See, when you seek medical help, you have to pay something called your your deductible. Even if you have protective insurance, oftentimes tithing is called a insurance policy against your financial, uh, I guess, issues that may arise in life, unexpectancies, right? But when you pay that deductible, that copay, that's because you sought expert advice and you're seeking actual help. And you know that that comes with a gift behind it. So very people at the very basic level, what their mindset is, I should ask and people should give me the information, their knowledge, their time and breakdown. But if you're serious about helping yourself, then you invest in that person. Jim Rohn said it this way: a poor person should take a rich person out to eat and buy them the finest of meals. Now, in your mind, you may be thinking, Queen, that's twisted. I barely have or I don't have it all. So why would I take a person that has and give them something when they can provide that to me? Well, the thing is that knowledge, information, and wisdom and experience is not for free. Those are higher level concepts that requires your seeking to obtain, not your asking, right? Not your asking. When you get to higher level concepts, I have people call my channel all the time. I'm seeing these numbers. I'm seeing these numbers. Well, if you see those numbers and you want me to elaborate on it, then you should give those numbers in the super chat because this is what's called an exchange of services, right? So some people say, well, Queen, I'm new. I didn't know. Well, I'm just teaching people the law of understanding who you are, understanding yourself, and appreciating people and gifting people that have the answers that you do not have so that you can elevate to another level. I'm going to say this and then I'm getting into the economy. I shared this video on TikTok that has a lot of comments, and it was a Magic Johnson interview. And Magic Johnson was explaining, see, when I was on this level, right, higher level concept, right, when I was on this level, see, um, I could deal with you, but I'm not on this level no more, right? He said, I'm on this level now, so I don't have time to deal with you. And he says, because a billionaire taught me at the same time and energy and effort that it takes to make $1 million is the same time that it can take to make 100 million. And he said, so if I'm going to be talking and putting in effort and work, right, then it's going to be for the $100 million deal and not the $1 million deal. And people on my TikTok would come in, well, Magic Johnson, he went and learned something from the white man, and now, he don't want to deal with people. See, that's a low level mentality. What does Magic Johnson owe you? Because whatever he had to do to get into the presence of a billionaire, to learn what he learned, you evidently is not willing to do that. So why should Magic Johnson give you something for free? See, millionaires and billionaires disconnect from people with a free mentality. Because at that point, they are leeches. They're not people that's trying to level up. Even if I broke down the numbers, you will not have the ability to apprehend it and understand it and even apply it into your life because there was no exchange of services. Even if I told you, you will not have the application of how to apply it in your everyday life because you gave nothing, but you got something. There was no exchange of services. So that knowledge and information is not going to benefit your life in any way. I have people been seeing numbers all their life and it has done nothing for them. Nothing. Nothing. You know why they haven't manifested anything with those numbers they're seeing? Because they never give it to anybody that can help them spiritually interpret. You know, if you saying 555, have you ever gave $555, for example? Like, Allison said. There's nothing against her. If you seeing 333, have you ever gave $333? If you seeing 1111, have you ever gave $1,111? Back to what the universe wants to open up and manifest to you. Now, for people that have a poverty mindset right now, they're thinking, well, why I got to give numbers just because I see them? It's because you see them. And numbers is a universal language. And I'm not saying just, if you want to give 1,111 minutes of your free time consulting someone, caring for someone, um, it doesn't always have to be monetary. But if you want the answer from someone, that's what I'm saying, of why you're seeing it. In that case, it should be monetary exchange. If you're not seeking for an answer to why you're seeing the numbers, then you can apply any way you feel like the numbers are speaking to you. And if it manifests to you, then that's your reward. But other than that, if you don't understand what you're seeing, you're just walking in the blind. You're just walking in the blind. To me, what good is to see numbers if you can't manifest those numbers? What good is to see 777 if you don't even have $777 in your bank account, people? Because whether you want to believe this concept or not, the Bible says that money answers all things, not queen. Now, for some people, money cannot buy them happiness. For others, it definitely can. Mostly broke people say money cannot buy them happiness, right? Mostly broke people, because that's the BS way of accepting that they're broke, right? It's the BS they want to tell themselves. But let me tell you something. The lack of money sure does purchases or buys you poverty and pain. I promise you it does. I promise you it does. The lack of money will definitely bring you poverty and pain. It definitely will. Money may not bring you happiness, but the lack of it will bring you poverty and pain. So, speaking of money, let's talk about this economy. I wish I had something great to share with you about it. But as I've been saying for the last year, someone says on TikTok they want to learn about crypto. I would suggest that you start with my book, Queen of Crypto. The website to invest in that book to start in cryptocurrency is www.cash, CASH, cash on crypto, and it's crypto with a K, cashoncrypto.com. Thank you in advance for investing in the wisdom, knowledge, and education. It's an e-booklet. It will be emailed to you via PDF, right? The Infinite Spirit invest in those that invest in themselves. If you don't think you are worthy to invest in, if you don't invest in you, then why should an Infinite Spirit, Infinite God invest in you? You don't even invest in yourself, right? So YouTube, I'm going to share this with you. On TikTok, you can be in listen mode. This is the economy. Did not say may not or might not stay open. It says the economy cannot stay open. As I'm sipping on my Spring Valley water, Omicron's effects ricochets across the United States. More schools are going viral. Airlines canceling flights. I have an update from American Airlines today about that. Pharmaceutical or pharmacies or pharmaceuticals and testing centers are temporarily closing. Shelves are temporarily empty. Uh, I went to the grocery store before I came home. People are definitely panic buying, full of tissues. Particularly, I don't know why toilet tissue and paper towel always the big thing in an economic reset, right? But I'm assuming people are just looking at I'm going to be maybe in my home for long periods of time. I guess they are really, really full of you know what. And or we can say that's symbolic for that's what the dollar will be worth. The paper dollar, right? Used to wipe your butt. Just toilet tissue, soon to be worthless, just going to be flushed down the drain, right? Who knows if that's symbolic. But yeah, shelves are emptying again, stores because of transportation delays, blood donations dropping. I've also heard that people that have the jab cannot donate blood. So there may be a reason why blood donors are dropping um, to crisis level. People listening to this for the first time ever, right? For the first time ever, and the country's hospitals are being stretched. And this is, they're saying, because of Omicron. So many different strands. We had the C19, and then we had, I can't even think of it. What was it after that? Was it Delta? After C19, um, first it was called the Rona. Then we went to from Rona to C19, and then from C19 it went from Delta, and then I think now it's Omicron. Then it went from that to flu Rona, and now uh, what's the Omicron and the flu combined, or I don't know, so many combinations. And what shocked me, well, not really shocked me, but it just stood out to me that now Bill Gates is coming out saying that Omicron will cause the C19 to have flu-like symptoms or to be flu-like. And I'm like, in my Bill Gates, once the Omicron variant passes, he's saying that COVID will be more like the seasonal flu. Have you all ever asked yourself or ever questioned, like, what makes Bill Gates, a person in technology and computers, specializing in that area, what makes him now all of an expert on this? What made him an expert from the beginning? Hey, Lila, hello, huh? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Saying hello, also known as Coach Deloach, right? And so why is his involvement? Well, a change in the technology system, a change in the monetary system, Microsoft and Bill Gates is big, big money to be made because you got a cryptocurrency, for example, that's ICP, that's going to run a lot of these technology, a lot of the online, um, you know, dealings and websites and all of that part of it. So just like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, is big, big money in it for them. You all know that billionaires doing this became trillionaires. Wow, wow. Unfortunately, the poor working class and people at minimum wage income level was getting small stimulus, right? Celebrating small stimulus, celebrating unemployment, celebrate unemployment. Billionaires were becoming trillionaires. And now the money from the government has dried up. It has dried up, right? You said Bill Gates runs XRP. I have not heard of that. I know he's a very powerful, powerful man, more than we know behind the scenes, even more powerful than Microsoft. right? More powerful than, you know, what he's doing. And Microsoft is now called Microsoft 11, which is the number of warning and disaster and destruction, right? And it's also the number of prosperity simultaneously at the same time, prosperity and power, right? That was a great decision. You brought an asset, right, with your stimulus. See, a job is not equipped to make anyone wealthy. A job is a source of income. There's a salary. Some people might say salary, but a salary for you to take and invest in assets. But the thing is, a lot of people don't have enough money left over. They have more month than money, and they cannot invest in assets from a job because 35% of their paycheck is taken out from the IRS. And many people think that the IRS is government, and the IRS is not government. None of the political leaders that's in office has any affiliation with the IRS. They may have communication with them. Even the president has communication. President Trump revealed that when he was in office, but no affiliation. The Federal Reserve is no more federal than FedEx, but that's where your tax dollars are going. So people should ask themselves, if I'm laboring and this percentage of my paycheck is going to an institution that says federal, but that's not federal, shouldn't you do your research and due diligence on who is the Federal Reserve? I won't say that on this live stream, but shouldn't inquiring minds want to know if you're only bringing home 70% out or 70 cents on a dollar from your work and your labor? You don't want to know where that 30 cents is going from your dollar? And then the other 20 cents is taken from big businesses, and most of them is insurances, health insurance, vision insurance, dental insurance. And what most people don't know is that when they complete their W-4, you actually tell the feds how much to take out. And if you add a home-based business to your paycheck, right, that can be less because you're adding 475 tax deductions. So this helps people have even more cash flow to invest in cryptocurrency if that's what you want to be, which I don't know why anybody wouldn't. Well, yes, I do. The only way people would not want to invest in cryptocurrencies is because they're not educated about that it's the new economic system. Jerome Powell confirmed that yesterday. Chairman, you know, of the finances for the government, Jerome Powell, said that CBDCs and cryptocurrency can coexist together, which we knew that from the beginning. So it's just not about a crypto. It's just not about XRP. It's just not about, well, some people prefer to just invest in one crypto, but I don't believe in putting all my eggs in one basket. I believe in investing in diversity. It was an article. Oh, thank you, Joy Brown. My Cash App just flashed up. Joy Brown just cashed out $111. Joy Brown, thank you so much. She said millionaire seed sowing. I just Joy did a live stream that I opened up on Facebook. Someone so and I just opened it up. It was in my spam and my Facebook folder, and I received an unexpected check for I think $1,400, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of people, a lot of breakthroughs, and closing of house. Patrice Prayer, she usually on here, talked about her house closing on exactly November the 11th. Her seed sowing, her blessings. And my channel is not to get on here to either affirm cryptos that people have invested in or to break down. I don't do that publicly. I have that Um, in my Patreon, we talk about all the cryptocurrency that the New World Order, the international monetary funds, the banks that for sure, not might have in there. And let me turn my whiteboard around. Somebody might be reading it. So let's turn that around. Because that was on one of my teachings, right? I don't share that publicly. A lot of people, come on my live stream sometimes and they want to bash Bitcoin because they didn't get in Bitcoin, right? So they want it to fail. Or they want to bash, Dogecoin. Well, I just shared an article yesterday that Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, um, Bitcoin, and Ether are going to be accepted as payment. So when you look at those four, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, and She, which one realistically that real estate company has for option will people more than likely use for payments? Well, Dogecoin and She. No one in their sane mind will exchange their Bitcoin or Ethereum, or no one with the right financial education, because you do not have to convert your crypto into fiat currency. That's a failing currency system. You don't have to do that, people. You can borrow against your cryptocurrency and hold on to the assets if you need fiat currency that bad, right? You can borrow against it and keep those assets. Um, you can stake it and gain more assets and compile more. So it's so many different things that you can do with cryptocurrency other than convert it back into a crashing, burning, physical fiat dollar. And those who lack financial education, unfortunately, are doing that, and they're getting taxed on that transaction. A lot of people are getting Voyager, Coinbase, Robinhood, Crypto.com letters in the mail. Those are your 1099 for your taxation, right? So I don't mind you. You can list whatever you want to in the comments about whatever crypto. I just want people to know who may be reading the comments that this is that person's opinion. They're not a financial advisor, and neither am I. And do your own research and due diligence concerning taking and investing in the cryptocurrency. But I do give that information to my Patreon. So on to the next subject topic about this economy will not last, and crypto is replacing physical dollar. Walmart cuts paid leave by 50% for workers with COVID. You also have JP Morgan that announced today that if you do not have the jab, if you're not have that liquid juice in your veins, that you will not be paid as well. They're cutting paychecks. Also, other businesses are coming out and saying we're not paying our workers sick leave if they don't have that liquid juice in their veins. Um, so Walmart said it's no longer pay its employees who have tested positive for COVID 2 weeks off, but instead will limit off to 1 week for people who are quarantining for exposure or tested positive for the virus. So they're giving 1 week. So at least as far as I know, my knowledge right now, that Walmart is not saying that they're going to do this to the unjab versus the jab. But JP Morgan has specific instructions in place that if you're unjabbed, they're cutting paychecks, right? And so, in my humble opinion, again, Walmart employs 1.6 million people. Um, However, they are offering an incentive. And in my opinion, it's not a very, you know, but I don't know because, people were offered free donuts from Dunkin' Donuts to get the jab, but Walmart is offering an incentive if you are fully liquidated, fully jabbed, $150 payment, 150 bucks. It's just $128 um, to join my home-based business so you can start your pathway to independence and freedom. Less than, you know, not understanding the fatality of something that may or may not have an adverse reaction to your health. So, but if you are fully jabbed, Walmart could give you 150 bucks. 150 bucks. And so those incentives, people have been given free T-shirts, Dunkin' Donuts, not Dunkin' Donuts, but Krispy Kreme. I mean, in a health pandemic, they're giving unhealthy foods to go along with it as an incentive. Um, Free one of those gift cards in some cases. Just trying to, as much as they can, give people some incentives to get the jab, which is one of the reasons why I've always questioned it, right? Why I've always questioned that that type of marketing, strategy. And so, with that being said, why this economy uh, cannot last longer, you have more empty grocery shelves. Again, I went to my local grocery store. Everything was fully stocked, but I did notice that more canned foods was less available. Definitely not a lot of water, right? And you all don't pay any attention to the comments because a lot of people get paid to promote their cryptocurrency. They are private promoters, so when they tell you about a coin, they're getting paid to market and advertise that. Even when I upload this video, you'll probably see some comments, and then you'll see someone that maybe have my avatar picture and saying, contact, me from WhatsApp. But I would never ask people uh, to. I don't have a WhatsApp account, so be cautious of the spammers on YouTube. But I'm gonna stay focused on what I'm doing. So here you have the empty store shelves. Let's listen in.
You're seeing it in general across the store. There is less supply. I don't know that it's category specific because I can tell you everyone we meet with, from pet food to detergent to cereal, they're all confronting the same challenges. You've got a combination of incredible consumer demand that has not waned since the outset of COVID in March of 2020. We estimate that demand is up about 11% year over year. That's incredible, right? That hasn't waned. And we heard reports from companies talking about they've had more positive tests in the past 2 weeks than they had in all of 2020. Those positive tests are taking people off the front lines. It's forcing companies to shut down manufacturing lines preemptively, and it's leading to just simply not enough supplies. The thing that we've been most vocal about is let's expedite testing to the essential workforce. Let's make it really clear we have to keep essential workers on the front lines.
And when I tell you I went to my local grocery store, there were certain items. Saw less canned foods. A lot of people stocking up again on tissue and paper towels. Water was limited. A lot of people were buying the large packs of water, very limited water. And not even usually at this time in January, you already have your February Valentine's Day items. They had like 5 big bears, right? And maybe 2 pallets of, some Reese's candy. But even those shelves were still empty. That they are usually by the second week of January fully stocked. Well, not like fully stocked with the balloons and things, but use the bears, um, your candy that has at least 30 days store shelf life. You usually see that kind of the second week of January, 1 month before February, out already on display, getting people's mind ready for capitalism, which I break down that if you don't understand capitalism, you'll always be broke. America is a capitalist society. In the same breath, however, Lisa says her Rite Aid is empty as well. In the same breath, however, if you don't understand capitalism to earn income, you're going to be broke. So let's have another breakdown of what capitalism is how big business have a strategic plan 12 months out of the year to take your money. January, New Year's, February, Valentine's Day, March, right, spring break, St. Patty's Day. Then you got April coming in with your celebrations, and you're always going to have like college football as well in January, right? People going, celebrate college football. Then you're going to have the NFL championships coming in. People going to celebrate, spend money on that as well. May and June is Mother Day and Father's Day. Then they added Juneteenth, so the Black community can double dip and spend their money for June and July, because then they also turn and celebrate the 4th of July. They decide they want to give themselves 2 days of freedom to celebrate being broke and living paycheck to paycheck, right? They're not free, however, but that's what they do. Then you have August is back to school shopping. Oh, and I forgot, in May, you have graduations, right? High school, college graduations. People want to spend money, give gifts. Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Yes, I'm sorry. How can I forget about the great Mardi Gras in January, right? Now, August is back to school shopping. And September is Labor Day, right? People celebrate again a day off from labor, not knowing that inflation, the increased price of your goods and services, is here to always keep you in a cycle of laboring for a job, where your job and what the money you earn from your job can never be enough as long as prices continue to rise and increase. So now you have October is Halloween, one of the biggest spending holidays up to Christmas. Then November is Thanksgiving. And then we haven't even talked about anniversaries, birthdays, weddings anniversaries, pastors' anniversaries. Everybody's taking your money and making money off of your money except you, right? And so there it is. Voila. That's the system that's set up, right? Uh, you know, to keep you broke, to keep you broke. And this is what they're not going to teach you in schools. And so with that going on, now you also have employees that they're asking medical employees, even that are testing positive. Thank you, Jamie. How can I forget that? Right? Easter is always different. No one ever questions that though, right? Easter is never the same. How is the birth the same, but Easter varies? Celebration. I won't even get into that part because I'll go down a rabbit hole. You got Easter. Thank you so much. And, people don't understand that all of this is about capitalism. So, hospitals not only hitting record highs while people are coming in with the flu COVID, but staff members, they're sick as well. And, you know, they're saying they're asking them, some that even test positive, to still work. Oh my God, this spring water is so good. Dick Gregory, is it Dick Gregory or Dr. Sabi? I think it's Dr. Sabi. Says only to drink spring water. Dick Gregory says drink distilled water when fasting, right? But other than that, spring water as well. So employees outraged at short staff, hospitals asking workers with the COVID to return to work. Some hospitals are now allowing doctors and nurses who have the C19, according to this article, to come into work if they are asymptomatic. Mm. It's economy, people. Cannot last. Major snowstorm forecast for this weekend will also impact millions of people in the northern area of the world, of the states. So you have to not only look out for that. Again, grocery stores struggle to keep the shelves stocked, but now you have these storms that are coming. And I was telling people before winter arrived, when it was fall, that a financial winter is coming, right? That a financial winter is coming, and here it is. So it is most like the perfect storm. Now, people often ask about stimulus. Um, can I dive into the 129 offer? I may. We'd actually have a training coming up, and I was about to end my live stream. I don't think it's. Let me see. I can show you snippets of the training if it's open to the public. I'm not seeing that it's open to the public, but I'll definitely do that. I'll do that. I'll give you a breakdown, um, because people need to really really understand that this is no joke. This is not foreplay. This is not going to be your 2008 housing market crash. This is going to, as Dan Pena says, make 2008 look like a flesh wound. This he says, this is the big economic crashes of all economic crashes, and he said that's even comparing to 1933 Great Depression. And people are still taking this lightly. They're still not making plans for themselves to get extra money in this pandemic. And they want to, often come on my channel and says, this is a pandemic. And my question to them is, then how are you planning? I am people, my energy is being pulled in a lot of different directions, being, um, okay. Um, it's being pulled to people that's in business and in partnership with me, and not necessarily people in the general public. And I can understand, wanting to invest in crypto. That's a great decision, in my opinion. However, you need to cash flow to do that, right? If you are negative cash flow, wanting to invest in cryptocurrency, you will not be able to handle the highs and lows that comes along with that, right? And so let's get into that. Let's talk about how to make extra money. 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 should be just another way, a source. And for some people, it allows them to display their talents. It allows them to go to work, have social interaction. Not everybody hate their jobs. You got 6-figure income earners, but I always tell people you always need more than one source of income. My grandmother used to say it's more than one way to fry a fish. It's more than one way, people, to make $1. And if you have just one way to make $1, as they're saying, this fourth stimulus check is not going to happen. And people, if even if it did, like really, how long dealing with this inflation? How long will that fourth stimulus last you if it's $1,400, people? Would that be an extra rent payment for you? If you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. And some people are, seem to actually think that the government, and I get it, they're asking for a universal basic income, but just know that universal basic income, people are still going to keep you in a limited financial situation. So you got to get this financial education. In my home-based business, I didn't even know what capitalism was. I didn't even know about this January through December breakdown or marketing scheme that they have to subconsciously take your money every month. And people still give into that. They don't want to change their lifestyle. But had I not joined this home-based business, I would not have that exposure to this type of teaching. So through the home-based business, these are your four roadblocks, right? I'm sharing this on my YouTube channel, TikTok. If you want to switch over to YouTube, I'm Crypto Queen on YouTube, where you can see this breakdown. But there's four things that's stealing your money, right? As Trump would say, it's the invisible enemy. It's taxes. Again, 30 to 40% of your taxes taken out of your paycheck. And unfortunately, it's been a lot of people paycheck, their direct deposit is given electronically, and they have stopped even looking at their paycheck, their check stub, to see exactly the exact dollar amount of taxes that's been taken out of my paycheck. That's the first thing. If you have a paycheck, even if you're 1099, right? Even if you're a small business, right? You should want to see what you're doing with taxes versus the cash money or cash flow that you have coming in. So then, because you get 30 to 40% taken out the top, you got to go do what? Borrow money. This puts you in debt. Many people do not borrow money. Hello, Dr. Forms. Hello, Dr. Forms. If he shared this video with you, you all connect with him on his platform to learn more about the business. He's my business partner as well. And so people have to then rely on debt, not to bring them more money. I think there's good debt and bad debt. Good debt puts more money into your pocket. Bad debt take money away or out of your pockets or your purse, whichever way you hold your money once you withdraw it out your banking institution. So now they get in debt to finance their homes, their vehicles. And then I broke down big businesses. Now, the second thing that comes out of your check is these insurance companies. Again, your dental, your vision, your health, your cancer insurance, your accidental insurance, your um, your short-term disability for 6 months or a year in the event that you can't work, and it'll supplement some of your net take-home pay. Now, since 1982, the government announced that we have the highest amount of inflation we've ever experienced since 1982. In years, inflation, I used to define it this way, is when we see increased prices of our everyday goods and groceries. You know, our great grandparents, and they used to say, you know, a dollar doesn't stretch as long as it used to. Well, if a dollar doesn't stretch, right, as long for our grandparents, as long as it used to, then for this generation, it doesn't even scratch the surface. Because they was hoping that they wanted this to just stretch. Well, now we're not even scratching the surface. I saw someone post on Facebook, the real 10-year challenge is how much uh, 10 years ago groceries you can make, you know, with $20 versus how much groceries you can make now with $20. You can hardly get 4 bags of groceries. You can, depends on what you buy, right? But 4 bags of groceries on average is about $50 to $60. Again, it depends on what you buy. But you can't hardly get anything in the grocery store under 4 bags for under $20. So home-based business, whether you have in a home or an apartment, plus your social security number. People don't understand that you were born to be a business owner. But what the home-based business does is convert your social security number into a now working EIN, employee identification number. That, people, makes your money that you labor for without getting a raise, without getting a promotion, be taxed less. See, for under for $128, you can be in the same tax bracket as a Starbucks or a McDonald's franchise with a lower upfront investment. So your tax advantages, it's called, we pump your paycheck. You have experts from the IRS that analyze your paycheck, your W-4, you're single, head of house, married, you have children. the number of children you have. If you don't have children, they look at that and they analyze it and they say, you know what, you're overpaying in taxes. Some people, majority of people. And so now you get an instant paycheck pay raise. Now people, your expenses now become your deductions. Now this positions you to get up to $12,000 per child without having to have an LLC, a S corp, or a C corp back in taxes. A lot of people get excited about having 36, or if they have 3 kids, for example, they have up to $6,600 back of earned income tax credit if they have an income under 60,000. But you can have an income over $60,000 and get up to 12,000 back per child with the home-based business, not 6,600. 2 kids earn income tax credit is 5,920. And your maximum earnings for that has to be $47,000 if you're single. So you can have maximum money and still have higher tax brackets with the home-based business. So if people get excited about earned income tax credit, why wouldn't they get excited about 12,000 back per child with the home-based business? It's because they don't have financial education. So you hire your children in the business, and we change our financial literacy, and we start saying things like, you have a payroll versus an allowance. And we teach our children to be entrepreneurs and not employees. We break the cycle, and you give your children a head start. You begin to have the language of millionaires at your round table in your house. That's the only way these generational curses are going to be broken. When I was having a credit repair, it was nothing for me to see a 19 or 20-year-old child's profile with a negative credit score because their parents have put their name in the utilities and it was showing as a charge off on their credit report. So they gave their child a head start of bad credit because they put the light bill, for example, in their name and did not pay it on time. And this now 18, 19-year-old child now not only has, in most cases, student loan debt, now they have under a 650 credit score because mama or daddy has messed up their credit. And you have unlimited income. Usually at a job, you're maxed out, you're tapped out. And this home-based business, you get paid residually. You get paid every day, weekly, monthly, or quarterly. And you get time freedom, unlike having your own LLC or S corporation or C corporation. You can take this business with you wherever you go. Take control of your life and play by the rules of the game. Stop playing by the rules of broke people and start playing by the rules of rich and wealthy people. They do not overpay in taxes. So you have 475 tax deductions. And the IRS has it right on their website that you need to get a paycheck checkup. Just like you're supposed to get a health checkup yearly or annually, most taxpayers receive refunds averaging about $3,000 just from the portion of overpaying in taxes. See, what most people don't know is that if it was not for the earned income tax credit and the what's the other credit that they get? Earned income credit and the child tax credit, they will not be getting 10, 11, 12,000 back tax return. So the government pays you for living poor and living paycheck to paycheck throughout the year, just so January through March you can feel like you can get a little taste of what you think it feels like to be rich. And these people never take that large amount of lump sum and invest it to forever have that feeling and break free. A lack of financial education, right? And so that's my millionaire mentor on the screen. So the whole thing that the home-based business get your taxes down, your negative debt down, get you positive debt and positive cash flow, get your expenses down and make them bill deductions, right? We add people the utilities that you're paying in your house that are bills, they now become business tax deductions, or your apartment or your townhouse, wherever you reside at. Wherever you reside now, you can have the opportunity to have residual income. See, cash flow is different than income. Cash flow work with the multiple efforts of people. Income is just based off of your effort and your labor alone. Cash flow comes from the energy, frequency, and vibration of others. Your income just comes from your energy, frequency, and vibration and labor. And as I'm sharing with you, this economy is shut down. Your income will stop, but your cash flow doesn't have to. They also have a credit restoration program to get your credit scores up as well. So you want to get your taxes down, your biggest expense that most people don't know, your debt down, your expenses down. We want to take your expenses and turn them, we want to take your bills and turn them into business deductions where you're writing off a certain square footage in wherever you live, right? So now this is called the financial makeover. Destroy your debt. They also have professional bill consultations. Unlike people that have, some people they're working out of their basement doing their taxes. No, these are professionals. These are people that speak 8 different languages, right? These are not people that just pop up for you during tax season. Let me show you before I just totally log off some examples, right? You get paid by sharing. Well, it's okay. It's 10 different ways to get paid, right? Tremaine Willis is on. Thanks for tuning in. He's my business partner as well. We have a wonderful business in a wonderful way. We offer wonderful services and we get wonderful pay. So, 10 different ways to get paid. Now, if you have any type of paycheck, one way is that through the adjustment of your paycheck. Again, most people don't know they're overpaying in taxes. On average, people have their tax 25 to 30%, right? And so here you can see this person, their federal income tax will reduce every pay period, not one time. This is every pay period by $1,186.99. Even their social security tax was reduced by $469. This other testimony, right? This is called the instant pay raise. Adjusting your W-4. One person received an additional $861 in their monthly pay. People, that equals to $10,332 a year. Now, can you use that money in inflation or to invest? Another person, if you want to invest in crypto, I think it's great. Get your cash flow up to do that. Another person, federal income tax reduction, $325. Social security tax, $469.13. This brought in $904 per pay period. Their time in debt reduced. Because once you get into positive cash flow, you get out of negative debt payments faster. These are, I just spoke with Charles Ivory on the phone this week. Credit scores are 805, 815. I also have, again, credit experts, right? $400 a day, daily guarantee. That's an additional $12,000 a month. And they have an additional $6,500 and what's called a lifestyle bonus. See, once you get into this business, you have mentors like myself and these other people. And once we help you build your business, they give you an incentive called a leadership or AKA lifestyle bonus. So you have people that's getting daily guaranteed, daily text messages of daily pay. I call it mobile money, right? I call it mobile money, where you're getting, let me show you what that looks like. you'll be getting these text messages right to your phone once you qualify that, hey, you've been paid today. Not getting paid once a week or every 7 days or every 14 days or God forbid if you're a teacher or 30-day uh, pay recipient get paid 30 days, right? But getting paid every day. So let me find it screen. Okay. So this is the daily pay alerts. Some people are at $20 a day level. Some people at $200 a day level, $500 a day, and these are the bonuses you get for helping people and mentoring people and coaching people. I coach basketball, but I get paid way more to coach people through this business, through the system, and through the experts than I do as a basketball coach. So if you enroll and you personally share the program with 3 people who want to be a part of it, who want to get an instant pay raise, who want to get their taxes down, their debt down, and get their credit scores up and their cash flow up and their income up, right? Then you get what we call a momentum bonus. Success loves speed, right? Success loves speed and success loves a system. So if you enroll 3 people, you get $150 in 30 days, right? That's the bonus that they pay out. So if you enroll, and then those 3 people, then enroll 3 people in 60 days, that's $450. Then if those 3 people, you help those 3 people get 3 people in 90 days, that's $900 people. That's a $1,500 bonus in 90 days. And unfortunately, most people only get excited about that in the form of a stimulus. And so these are people that I see in person. I touch, they have their luxury vehicle bonus. You don't have to buy a vehicle with it, but it's there. They're at $500 a month. Marvin Green, $500 a month. And Shirley Thompson, $500 a month. Who is that beautiful woman there? Oh, that's me. Crypto Queen, $500 a month. There's Junior Spates, the comedian and the co-host of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, right next to me, $500 a month, right? Quanta Sims, even bigger checks. Sean T. Hill, a former school teacher and educator, $1,250 a month. And it just keeps Miss Christy Howes, the first woman millionaire ring earner, $3,000 a month. That's just for the luxury car bonus. And you don't have to purchase a new car if you don't want to. It's optional. She used to be a bartender. And this is just how her lifestyle has changed and flipped from accepting a different way to earn money. Mr. Charles Ivy, again, I spoke to him this week, $3,000 a month. Listen, he did go out and purchase that new GMC truck in the background, but he paid it off, people, brand new, and I think less than a year's time. Less than a year's time. And so I'm logging off. I'm supposed to be in training for home-based business. I'm going to do just that. You want to know more about it? Okay, you ready? Text me tomorrow. Lynn, I already said a long time ago. I was looking at the other screen. I'm sorry about that. How do she join? Lynn, let me get that information up for you. It's text the number 254-788-1144. Text 129 in the subject line because that's the investment for everything I just told you about. Text 129 in that subject line to 254-788. I'm going to put it up on the screen. One second. Text 129-254-788-1144. So there we go. And TikTok, if you interested, definitely go there. Um, you can text and question. Google that, Mama, Ghana Mama. You should be able to Google that and find the information. Right? Google that up. So, and if you want to just go ahead and join without texting, the website is, you find that website, 111millionmovement.com. 1111, that's four ones, four ones, millionmovement.com. It should direct you to page 2, the first page. You will see a list of, you'll see like 2 or 3 videos. Put your information at page 2. At the bottom of the page, it asks for your name, email address, and phone number, contact number. Direct you to the second page on that website. It's 1111millionmovement.com. On that second page, you'll see an enroll now. It'll take you directly to enrollment. If you don't want to go through Sequina, I don't have to text you. I'm ready to go now. Then you'll find an enrollment page on the website again, 1111. That's four ones, millionmovement.com. Right. So I'm signing out, you all. Also, if my business partners, Tremaine, shared this video with you all, you can message him on Facebook as well. Dr. Powell Forms out there. Also, if you're their Facebook friends, and Miss Gwen Armstrong, send them a DM if they share this video with you. Right. All right. So if you're ready, send me that text and I'll get you started. Listen, I'm signing out, but as I always do at this time, as Kanye West would say, how big can you think? Magnify your mind, manifest with your mouth, right? The power of life and death is in your tongue. Multiply your money. Deuteronomy 28:11 says great prosperity. Deuteronomy 1:11 says 1,000 times more and bless you. And maximize your mission in life, people. Listen, Queen out. Thanks for tuning in. This was a great, great live stream. Stay healthy, stay wealthy out there. You all be blessed.